All right, y'all. Welcome back to the Ern's World Podcast. Your boy DJ Ern1,
And this your boy Diff Hue.
and we back on the couch in Portland, per usual, for episode 54.
54, 54, 54.
Yeah,
Appreciate everybody tuning in as usual.
facts.
You know, staying with us. For those that checked in on episode 53, we appreciate y'all. Kind of got over a little hump. It's a new year too. I think this is technically is this our first episode of the year technically?
Yeah, of recording this year. Yeah.
Yeah, this is our first episode of the year technically. And did we do so? I'm so lost. For the last episode, it was last year, literally, right?
Technically, so I guess Happy New Year.
Yeah, I was about to say. So Happy New Year's. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're a little late. We're a little behind, but yeah, Happy New Year's, people. You know what I'm saying? We made it to 2025. Another shitty year in paradise.
Yeah, but we here.
But we here. You know what I'm saying? So, oh yeah, and we need y'all to do the usual.
You know, like, comment, subscribe.
That
Share.
part. And for those who are new, what's up? How y'all doing? You know. But yeah, shit. We're glad to be here on another day, and ain't much going on, but you know, we here like you said. I don't think I really missed out on really anything.
Not much, but I mean, I guess we got an update from your end, though. You had a birthday last week.
Oh shit. I ain't gonna lie, I totally forgot about that.
I mean, had a birthday over here last week.
Yeah, my birthday.
Another year.
Yeah. I'm 32. In case people were wondering.
Tally it up.
I don't really I don't know. I'm not really crazy about birthdays, honestly. And it seems like the older I get, the less crazy it gets. I feel like if I had some real bread, things might be a little different, but I really don't care. I just be wanting to eat something good. But that was also interesting too, because the past few birthdays I haven't had any crazy birthday dinners. Everybody moved that we normally have birthday dinners with, so I kind of was just like, you know, I'm gonna cool out. Ended up eating solo, but I appreciate the birthdays wishes. Shouts out to everyone that did send me some gifts and shit like that. I got a nice little cheesecake. that was nice. I really enjoyed that. You know, and that's about it. Nothing crazy. Just another day.
But yeah, happy belated birthday.
Thank you. I appreciate
From the
that.
podcast world
Thank you.
to Diff.
Appreciate you.
Yeah.
I actually forgot it was my. You know what's crazy is that I'm the day of my birthday. I actually remember asking somebody what the date was. I was like, what's today's date? And I was like, oh shit, it's actually my birthday, and I'm asking somebody what today's date is.
That's funny.
That lets you know how much of like what world I'm in.
I mean, you know, after a certain point, unless it's like a milestone birthday, it's just kind of for real, like another.
I've been telling people, I don't know if it's because I smoke a lot of weed, but personally, since I've turned 31, it's been hard for me to keep up with my age. Like, I don't be knowing if I'm like 31 or 32. Like, it's weird. Like, when I turned 30, I knew I was 30, but once I hit 31, it kind of got blurry, and I was like, I don't even know at this point.
I feel like honestly, it's probably because we don't have another milestone birthday for over after 30 until 40.
I feel you. Maybe
And
you're
after
right.
that, it's 50, and then after that, it's nothing.
Yeah. I mean, it is something, but we feel like it ain't.
I mean, you know what I mean? Like, nobody celebrates, like, 50 is like the last hurrah from a birthday standpoint.
Right.
Birthday celebration standpoint.
True. Now, I guess you got a point.
Yeah, so I mean, outside of that, I mean, we recently, you know, we got, I don't know, 2025 is in full swing, and I guess it kind of ties into what he always says, at least since last year. It's getting wicked out here.
It is getting wicked out here. It seems like everything's a real life Simpsons episode or a real life South Park episode.
Boondocks episode, all
which
that.
is kind of scary.
Rolled
but
into one. Family Guy too.
the reality of it is, we're living in a time where you basically gotta expect the worst, and expect the craziest things. Like back then, it used to be kind of weird to like think extreme. Like you could look at somebody and be like, he's an extremist. Nowadays, the extremists are not really extreme, and everything that looks extremist is really like damn near normal.
At this point,
Like you gotta you can't leave anything off the table. You know what I'm saying? I feel like nowadays you pretty much gotta expect, like I said, I don't want to say the worst of the worst, but you do kind of have to expect the worst of the worst. You gotta keep your head on the swivel. You can't be passive and just think shit is gonna be sweet, because it's not. It's probably gonna get way crazier. to be honest with you.
You're not wrong about that.
So I say, like, to me, I feel like, and we're gonna get more into this later into the episode because I don't want to go too crazy and serious right now, but I feel like the name of the game right now, at least if you live in America, is to educate yourself. That's like number one. I feel like education is like the most important for real because you can never like you know what I mean? Like educating yourself, there's always new things changing. So educating yourself.
Yeah, you gotta educate yourself, and then after you educate yourself on something, you got almost like things, cables doing its thing. But you got to educate yourself. You got to do due diligence to even check to make sure what you read is even factual.
Facts.
Or what you saw is factual.
Exactly. And then financial freedom, like educate yourself, which kind of comes with all of that. Educating yourself is like you're gonna literally end up bettering yourself financially, bettering yourself mentally and physically, and bettering yourself independently if you educate yourself. So I feel like that should be the number one. But then, of course, the money comes with that afterwards. Everybody needs to get to the bag at this point. It's like, and I'm really speaking on people in America. If you're in America, I don't know what the fuck you're doing or how you're doing it, but just get to that bag and make sure you can get as rich as possible. I don't care what nobody says. This is my opinion. I believe that if you're going to live in a place like America, you need to be damn near wealthy. I don't know what people are talking about with this whole money don't buy happiness shit and you don't really need a lot of money to be content. I'm not seeing it. In America, if you don't have no money, you can't even be healthy. So the name of the game is money. Money, money, money. Get it up. Don't be afraid and feel weird or feel selfish to get it. I'm not saying step on toes and burn bridges to get it, but I'm saying don't let people think that having a drive for the money is a bad thing, because we're in a place now where if you really not having that drive to get it, you're going to get left behind for real. And then my third thing is to literally like push for independence, which I still think that goes back to like education for real. But if we can learn to really start getting away from like relying on the system, then I feel like we'll all be in a better place collectively. I feel like as a whole, us as Americans will never really be able to progress, at least the common man and common woman, until we learn to be more dependent on ourselves in the community versus a system. And that's what I'm saying about that.
No, that's fair.
You know what I'm saying? And I guess I didn't want to get too deep so early because we just got started. We should really start this off on a light note.
Yeah, but before we get into that, I will say on what you just said, if you do have a job, like he was saying, keep the job, but figure out a way to get your side hustles up.
Yes.
That way you can make enough money to quit your main job.
Because I don't know if people are paying attention, but your boy Elon Musk is already saying that he predicts that robots pretty much are going to be running this shit damn near in the next like 40 years or so. If that really is true, you can bet your bottom dollar that these corporate companies and corporations don't give a fuck about you and that you going to be easily replaced. So with that being said, y'all better start getting that entrepreneurial spirit. I remember, years ago, I'm not going to say years ago, I'm going to just say in general, we was always kind of taught that it was like, you either get it or you don't when it comes to being an entrepreneur. It's not made for everybody. That's why they always say,
no, it's definitely not.
But in today's age, I feel like you really should be trying to be an entrepreneur.
I mean, you have nothing to lose. You have nothing to lose at this point.
Yeah, because if you're literally relying on a handout or a system or a conventional anything,
especially if you don't have like kids or a wife or you have nothing to lose at this point. You might as well try and start a business.
Nah, facts.
Even if it's on a small scale, because you never know what it could turn into.
Facts.
But yeah, we might as well hop into these.
Let's hop into the news topics because we're about to.
Topics.
It's gonna get serious anyway, regardless. So let's start on a lighter note.
Yeah, facts. All right, so yeah, I guess the first topic on the list. Shout out to the Ball family. If you don't know the Ball family,
staying relevant.
The Ball brothers would be Gelo. Actually, let's start in order when they were born. Fuck it. Lonzo, Gelo, and LaMelo. And then, of course, you can't mention them without mentioning their pops, LeVar. So, shout out to the Balls. They got another one. We thought they were only two. We thought they only had two, potentially. But then Gelo came out with the surprise X Factor. Hit us with that song Tweaker.
After his legal run-in.
Right. Got the whole internet going crazy right now. Got the internet going crazy. Got the sports world going crazy. Just got the world going crazy.
I don't want to be that guy, but I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. He's got the song of the year so far, and unless somebody is really gonna feel some type of way about it, he's got the song of the year. If you feel some type of way about it, put a song out that's gonna carry the year so far. Because as of right now, he literally has the song of the year right now.
Yeah, no, I mean another dope, I guess, layer about the fact that like the song even exists is that you were saying what Lonzo has like a writing credit on it.
I can't remember who. You can look up the credits on Apple Music, but apparently it's all in house, produced by the brothers apparently, and written by the brothers.
Yeah, no, that's fire.
The credits on there is all them.
Like that makes me fuck with the song even more.
It does, just for the simple fact that they kept it in house.
Then on top of that, it's got that like early 2000s kind of like down south type of like bop swing to it vibe, you know. So of course we gonna rock with it for that.
I feel like we might be a little biased to that, but it's funny because when I first heard the clip, it was like an unfamiliar feeling. It was like it was a familiar feeling, but somewhat unfamiliar. But I don't want to really use that word because I don't really feel like it was literally unfamiliar. It was just that when I heard it, I knew I heard it before, but then at the same time I was like, something ain't right about this. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because I'm hearing it in 2025, but then I was like, something's telling me this is kind of a vibe, but I don't know yet. I need to see what the climate is saying. And I'm the type of person, like, I go off of what the fuck I like. But this was a tricky one because, like, people was, like, trolling it and laughing, making, saying, oh, this music, this old head music. But I was low-key like, y'all low-key love this shit and miss this shit. Because the reality of it is, we already know. Old music stands against the test of time.
Yeah,
things
sure.
that are classics, things that age well, people love. And I feel like music is so trash now in today's times, at least with hip-hop. Everything's oversaturated and sound the same. Why you think a lot of people are doing the cheat code method and sampling old records and then repurposing them for new records? That shit goes every time. Very rarely do you get a track that somebody makes a remake of from like an older track and it don't work. Sometimes it do miss. Most times it don't, especially if it's one of the ones where we already like the original and then we just heard it with Kendrick.
Yeah.
I mean, it works if you do it right.
You talking about the whole swabble up joint?
Yeah, Debbie Deb.
Yeah.
So
the one I hear music.
If it works if you do it right. So with him, the whole sound is something that we've heard before that we appreciate because it was a moment in time. So that was appreciative. And then also too, it's catchy as hell.
Yeah, but then I mean another added layer to like what you were saying, like just reminds us of a specific moment of time. It just reminds us of honestly that moment in time where like hip hop music was just nothing but like fun, feel good, kind of like carefree.
True.
That early mid 2000s kind of era of hip hop.
I'm not mad at it because I feel like there is a small resurgence of artists who appreciate the older sound. You got some artists that try to cater to a 90s sound. You got we talked about it off camera, but Papo. Shout out to Papo, by the way.
True.
That's actually one of the coolest artists that I've discovered recently, where it literally sounds like some fucking 05, like 04, 03 type New York shit. And it's crazy because like the whole vibe reminds you of those days, almost like Dipset days.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it was really cool to see somebody, because if you didn't know who he was and you just heard the shit, you might think it's from way back.
You would think he's like the lost member of Dipset or something like that.
But these projects are new. So I was like, somebody gets it. You know what I mean? And he's a small percent of people, but to hear Gelo do it, and this is a Southern style, because Papo is New York. Gelo went the whole other route and did Southern, which I fuck with. It's refreshing because it's something that we've already heard before. So I ain't mad at it, man. And I'm hoping to hear some new shit. Some people, when it comes to music, man, you kind of just have to take it for what it is. I'm not mad at this. It's good vibes.
It was dope. Dope to see.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it, man.
He also performed at the Lions playoff game not too long ago over this past weekend, actually, or the weekend before maybe. Might have been a weekend before. But anyway, he's performing at an NFL game. I don't know why this joint not playing. There we go. Anyway, got a little bit of footage of him in the background, doing this thing in front of the big stage. Hopefully many more of these performances to come. Because, I mean, the Ball family is truly one of those families that's been, like, entertaining since they were in high school. It's just been dope to see them in their journey and where they've kind of ended up. Lonzo's kind of been able to, overcome a lot of injuries he's had in the league. Gelo obviously overcame the legal issues and the troubles getting into the league with the thing he did over in China while he was at UCLA. Then you just got, not Gelo, but LaMelo, who, I mean, nobody was really kind of worried about him for real. But, it's just been dope to see them in their journey onto where they currently are. It's been dope. So shout out to the Ball family.
I might swerve in that corner. Whoa. That shit is catchy, though, man. And that's why I was saying, like, this is the top of the year. We haven't got this. This also, Joe Budden, I think, said it too. He's like, man, y'all gonna let Gelo show y'all up in this music shit? We ain't got no song of the summer yet. So this, to me, is gonna be the song of the summer right now.
I mean, I think once the weather warms up and stuff like that, and people start going back outside, I feel like this will. If people aren't tired of it yet,
right,
it'll be dope.
Facts, and then hopefully he might have another track by then.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure he'll have another one.
If he do it right, he need to have.
That would be the perfect time to drop it. Actually,
by the summer,
by spring, summer.
It's got to be better than this track though.
Facts.
If he can top that, he might be in a good little situation.
He gonna swerve in that corner. Whoa.
Next on the list. Do you got footage of this yet? Because I sent you some of the we need.
All right, well, whenever you.
So yeah, we don't. I could have had a lot of different news topics, but I kind of wanted to start on a lighter note before we go serious, because the majority of this pod is somewhat serious. So I kind of wanted to share some shit that I thought was kind of funny. If you guys know, I don't know if anybody pays attention, but Could Have Been Records has
shout out to Drewski.
Has sparked some careers. And out of those, we got Ugliest Rapper Alive. And for those that don't know Ugliest Rapper Alive, he is the ugliest rapper alive. Just recently though, your boy got new teeth. And I thought that was really funny because that was almost like his signature for real. Like that, he created a brand off him not having no teeth. So for him to get teeth, it was kind of interesting because it's like a whole new look, but you can't be mad at the glow up for real. So I thought that was kind of funny because like he has built the brand on, and he embraced not having teeth. You know what I'm saying? He embraced it.
That was his brand identity.
That's
his
what
whole
I'm saying.
brand
He
identity right there.
it.
To do with no teeth.
Now he got teeth. So we wanted to show y'all a clip, show you a little bit his journey, because your boy got right. That shit's kind of funny too.
We right in front of you, trial.
Hey, okay, now let's speak on this gang shit. These talking about in they rap. These they never
Oh, it's a Trap Dickie song too. Shout out to Carolina.
See, I really did it, that part, and they keep
And you know what's crazy because getting new teeth ain't cheap. So you know he got a bag.
We right in front of you, trial.
For sure. Let me go to the second video real quick. Let me go to Aftermath. He got the teeth done now.
Well, it was gonna show the before after on the other video.
Well, now we really got the Aftermath now. You can hear the difference. You can hear it. His tooth. You can hear you don't have tooth right now.
You can though.
No, this ain't motherfucking no hoe game. Please stop playing, bitch. I'm a motherfucking grown man. Hoe ass nigga, he get laid on like a frying pan. Get fried.
Hey, he rapping though.
He is.
Hell yeah, he gotta die. I'm from LW, bitch. Where we sliding? Every day and night, we some motherfucking hybrids. A goddamn tank full of short, nigga, we so violent.
It ain't even showing the teeth. You just, the last clip actually showed it, but it's funny because like if you see his growth and how people like, you know, Could Have Been Records is a joke. So if you was able to at least get a bag and stay relevant, I can't even be mad at it. For real.
I mean, let's hope he continues this trajectory.
And speaking of new teeth too, Shamar also got new teeth.
Yeah, I guess him more like, I don't know what they're showing us in this video. I guess we're gonna do the other one now.
Shamar got new teeth and has apparently got a TV show coming out.
No, this ain't motherfucking no hoe game.
Shout out to Shamar.
I always shine bright like a diamond. New smell, new me, new everything. Yeah, clock that. Okay. What's up? My name is Shamar. I am from Atlanta, Georgia.
That little dance he be doing is hilarious. That right there.
Oh my God, look how my teeth were looking.
We may actually have to go in there and break your bottom jaw and push it back.
Break your bottom jaw and push it back.
Yeah, he got
Canine
underbite.
sitting too far front, the lateral sitting too far back. I'm basically just reconstructing the whole mouth here. Your teeth clocking teeth. Your teeth doing this right now.
Clocking teeth.
All this right here?
Teeth
This would be
clocking.
a process.
Clocking tees.
Rome wasn't built in a day.
A special episode.
We in this together, okay?
Bro, I don't know like where I'd be without you, for real, for real.
My friend is here.
I'm playing.
Yeah. My whole new smile is gonna be my confidence boost.
You know what's crazy, man? Like how to like this is the similar thing to the Ugliest Rapper Alive. Like, no disrespect to Shamar. I know it's gonna sound fucked up, but these people was not supposed to have careers. And as far as what
Shout out to social media.
exactly, so social media got them careers. They got to a bag. To be honest with you, I gotta say it again. You can't be mad, cause for real, this one of those situations where social. You know how they say social media make the wrong people famous.
Yeah.
Okay, they were saying that about this person for a while.
Who, Shamar?
Yeah, a lot of people was like, you know, why is this person famous? But you got to look at the blessing in disguise.
I look at it this way. Everybody got a story to tell.
Well, I was gonna say, Shamar clearly has a disability, and who knows if Shamar would have been able to have the money to be able to fix the situation.
Right, without social media.
So social media kind of got to. I mean,
Like I said, everybody got a story to tell.
And then my thing is too, it's like if somebody's gonna ridicule you on social media, you might as well go ahead and get the bag, because the internet's gonna internet.
Yeah.
So you might as well embrace it. So shouts out to Shamar, man, getting a new teeth, getting a whole glow up, a TV show and a bag. Hey, look, man, because in the world we living in right now, what I say?
It's getting wicked.
It's getting wicked out here. You got to get it how the fuck you can. I'm not even going to be mad. You got to get it how the fuck you can, man. Straight up. Shout out to Ugliest Rapper Alive, too, because now we can hear what he sounds like more.
Nah, facts.
For real. And it's just good to see people have confidence boosts. Because, like, no teeth is kind of fucked up. Like, I ain't going to hold you. Whenever I chip my tooth, like, seriously, the first thing I said was, is my smile okay? Like, I wasn't even worried about anything else. I was worried if I was going to have a decent smile or not. Not to be so egotistical, but, I mean, shit.
I mean, your teeth are part of your identity.
Exactly. So, I was like, if I didn't have teeth, bro, yeah, it is definitely a real thing. No cap. But moving along, we can go ahead and get into the real foolery. If y'all don't know, some of y'all don't like to watch the news. I don't like to watch the news either. But the inauguration had happened recently. Donald Trump, his bitch ass. I'm going to go ahead and say it because that's how I feel. Yeah, we in a crazy place right now. I don't even like talking about politics, to be honest with you. I really didn't even want to use our platform as a place to like have to discuss this type of stuff. But unfortunately, it's so blatantly disrespectful in our face. And then also because we are part of the culture, we by default have to address the buffoons and coons that do tomfoolery in our culture. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get to it, man. Where you want to start?
I guess we can start with the first two people. The whole Snoop and Nelly situation.
I wanna know how you feel first before I go in.
Me?
Yeah.
I mean,
being that Snoop Dogg is considered to be one of your favorite rappers. You've said this before.
right. That's why I'm like, damn.
So you got a little more explaining to do. Because I want to know, not to be that guy, but us as people.
But
I ain't trying to, hold on, I ain't trying to put you on the spot on camera, but as black people, as a culture, are we going to actually cancel people? Or are we going to basically pick and choose when we want to be mad about something? Because we bitch and complain about shit, and then when somebody blatantly does something against productivity for the betterment of our people, what do we do?
I mean, I'll just say this. It's frustrating because, frustrating to see on my end, especially as a fan, because it's like, bro, you were one of the loudest in the room about black entertainers specifically performing for this particular president in 2016, the first time he won. And then now for you to, regardless of whether or not Trump showed up to the event or not, he was supposed to be there. And you were one of the headlining performers. So it's like after you said all of what you said in 2016, 2017, really 2017, I guess, because the inauguration initially was 2017. But for this second inauguration, it's like for you to then kind of like turn around and completely contradict yourself.
And what he said, the crazy part, my thing is it'd be different if you didn't say nothing. You the one that decided to get on Instagram or get on the internet and say how you feel.
Or volunteer your opinion on the matter.
Right.
Unprovoked.
Right.
And then to turn around 4 years later and do this, it's like, what the hell? Like, bro, what happened? Where's the disconnect? Help us understand.
So again, I ask you, are you gonna take Snoop out of your Serato, or are you gonna pick and choose like the majority of us do?
I mean, he's still in my Serato, but I'm not gonna spin him. I'm not about to go through my whole Serato and take him out. Like,
yeah, you hear this, people?
He in there.
If you think my guy Ern, if you hear my guy Ern,
I got songs with R. Kelly in my Serato that I don't play.
If you got I delete them shits.
They in there. I just don't play them.
If I see it, I delete it. If you hear my guy Ern, just know there's a million more like him that feel the way he feel. I'm just gonna be honest.
Like I said I'm not spinning this stuff like that, but I mean it's still in my Serato. Like,
I just feel like as a culture and as people, as black people, I don't feel like we're never really gonna get anywhere. And I don't want to be negative because I know this ain't the place for it, but I feel like there's a divide with us as black people. It's either you're gonna be pro-black and fight towards it, or you're gonna be a passive black and not care, or you're gonna be an ignorant black and not care. Because a passive black, I feel like, don't really care either, because you can't be passive about these things. Passiveness is like basically not really caring.
Yeah, no, and like another. I mean, Nelly, you're not exempt from this either. You on the list too now, because it's like.
Well, hold on, we'll get to Nelly in a sec. I'm holding Snoop a way more accountability, especially based off what he said. We can't just slide over. I'm literally trying to unpack this for real and talking to somebody who's a colleague of mine who actually, like I said, is a real fan of Snoop. I genuinely want to know how we can go forward with this, because the reality of it is I kind of feel like we just gonna act like we care, because that's my thing. Like, I always see people on Instagram and comments always saying shit, but it's like, y'all motherfuckers is not real enough to act. You know how I am. He knows me. He knows I'll cancel a motherfucker quick, and I will remove them out of my Serato quick. I don't give a fuck. It don't matter if you gave us great music. If you are putting us behind or setting us back, because my thing is too, I always been saying we shouldn't put these people on pedestals.
I mean, we got a lot of people to delete then.
We shouldn't put these. But I mean, you already know how I move. I've been deleting.
I'm just saying.
I've been deleting.
We just talking about people just at the base level setting us back. We got a lot of people to delete.
And we steady. We need to keep doing it.
I'm just saying we got to figure who they are first. Which ones we want to?
Well, I'm talking about what's in front of us. I'm talking about what's in front of us.
I know the current situation. Obviously, we got two of them. But
I'm not gonna make no excuses. I'm not gonna justify it. It's either we cancel Snoop as a culture, or we let it slide. But my whole thing is, just know, if we let it slide, I don't want to hear bitching about anything people do in front of us no more. I genuinely don't, because as a black man, I'm genuinely getting sick and tired of like us bitching about things, but we pick and choose what we want to bitch about. And you know how I feel, because hell, like, we can't even get on the same accord to agree and admit that the music that we make is killing our own people. So we don't even want to acknowledge that. And I ain't trying to get preachy, but we really got to start really like calling shit out for what it is, because that shit that Snoop Dogg did in front of us was crazy.
It was foul.
Was crazy. And my thing is, people are still gonna go listen to him and support him and give him money, but it's like, that shit was just fucked up. Because you gotta think about it. If this was a different time period and it wasn't based off entertainment and it was based off survival, we would shun him.
Yeah.
If it was not entertainment based and it was based off pure survival and we were still damn slaves, we would shun somebody like that. So we gotta keep that same mindset. We're still slaves in a sense. to a system.
Yeah.
And like I said, I don't like to get preachy and deep, but sometimes you got to use your platform for the better or the good. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's my duty to call out the bullshit and address it. I want people that are my peers and people that are listening to this to chime in and let me know if I'm wrong. Let's have open dialogue about this shit. But I do feel like it's an issue. And I feel like Snoop isn't the only one. I feel like we're going to see more true colors and more ignorance.
Oh, yeah, because there was because like not only was Snoop there, they said Nelly and Rick Ross were there too, performing. So it's like one of those, like, what the heck?
Snoop has cemented himself as a household name, a family man, so many different things. I said it before, he didn't need the bag.
He didn't.
Like, genuinely. So I really want to know what was the motive.
And it's like, yeah, we're aware of all the positive stuff he's done historically in the black community, but it's like, bro, like, what, like...
Yeah, no, it makes no sense.
It's a stain on your jacket.
It makes no sense. And then, okay, let's spare Snoop a little bit. Nelly, man, it's fucked up because me being the person I am, I don't want to say I'm a nobody, but I'm a nobody compared to these people who have already created a successful lane for themselves. So anytime you start talking about somebody, people always want to say you're a hater or this and that. I'm not a hater. I don't have no hating bone on my body. I just call bullshit out. It's very disappointing because these are people that I fuck with. Like, bro, I love Nelly and Snoop. Nelly has gave us good music. But damn, is he not the most ignorant motherfucker I've heard recently?
Yeah, his take on that shit was just kind of boneheaded as hell.
Like, my thing is,
like, bro, what? Like, where? Like, you know, like, did you forget where you from, bro?
He said, first off, his first excuse was the president. No president has ever asked me to perform. I mean, okay, like, I don't even like that excuse because I put myself in his shoes and I just think about it like this: as a black man, I can say that as a black man. If you're black in America, you know what it's like being black in America. You should.
Yeah.
Right. So if you're black in America, you know what I'm saying?
It's like, obviously everybody's black experience isn't the same, but in general there are certain experiences we all have as black people in America.
Exactly. So if you're black in America, you already kind of have an idea of how certain things are. So it baffles me to hear him say certain things, because if I was in his shoes and I'm already successful and the president reaches out to me, my reaction is going to be like, ain't that some shit? I would have the luck to where I get an opportunity like this, but it's with a motherfucker I don't like. That'd just be my harsh reality, truth for it. It's like, damn, like, I can't believe the president's asking me, but it's like, it's Donald Trump, and honestly, I can't do it. It is as simple as that.
Yeah, it just becomes like, is it worth it
now,
at the end of the day?
If he voted for Trump, that's a different situation. So at this point, I have to believe these people voted for Trump. It's two different things. Either you voted for Trump, or you just care about the bag. To be honest with you, I would much rather appreciate Snoop and Nelly if they just genuinely vote for Trump, because at least I know you standing on it because it's like that's what you believe politically. But if this man voted for Kamala and then dead ass went on to get the bag for Trump, we really should be canceling Snoop, bro. That's foul. Foul.
I mean, we just know he didn't need it. Like,
and then fucking Nelly talking about he didn't even know this was a Klan's country. Pull up the clip.
We don't live in a Klan state, a Klan country or something like that.
Pull up the clip, because I don't want to quote the wrong shit, but it was the dumbest shit ever.
Let me find
and then Willie just looking at him like,
the whole time Willie D was looking. I sent it to you, right?
No, I sent you.
Here it goes.
It's crazy, man.
I am honored to be performing for the office for the president of the United States. Regardless, ain't nan another president asked me to perform. Nan. Ain't nobody called Nelly. I would have performed.
Well, ain't nobody. Well, nobody ever asked you to come to a Klan rally either. But, you know
what you mean? Why would I go to a Klan rally? I don't live in a Klan country.
Well, this is a Klan country.
No, this ain't no Klan.
No, this is a Klan country, man.
Where is it?
This is a Klan country.
Where it is?
We're gonna let this run one more time.
I am honored to be performing
for those in the back
for the office for the president of the United States. Regardless, ain't nan another president asked me to perform. Nan. Ain't nobody called Nelly. Ain't no, I would have performed.
Well, ain't nobody. Well, nobody ever asked you to come to a Klan rally either. But, you know
what you mean? Why would I go to a Klan rally? I don't live in a Klan country.
Well, this is a Klan country.
No, this ain't no Klan.
No, this is a Klan country, man.
Where is it?
To say you don't live in a Klan country is very out of touch, man, and sad. It hurts me, especially. You know, what really saddens me the most about this is that we still have people getting hung. Bro, we're literally getting cases right now. Alabama and Mississippi stay getting cases,
There was somebody that got hung in Cali, like, not too, like, within the past, like, 5 years.
Bro, just last
there was somebody
year.
last year that happened. There was somebody that got hung out here in Portland.
Bro,
recently.
like, all the time. Like, I'm not trying to get loud, but, like, the fact that he said that is crazy, yo. Like, people, do y'all realize how crazy that sounds? There's no justification. I just want to know did anybody pull him after that and be like, yo, you a wildin'? I don't think so. I said it before off camera. I'll say it here. Ashanti, you could do better. I don't know what she's thinking, but that was crazy. You with a guy that just said that he don't think we live in a Klan country. What? Like, that statement you can't even justify the statement. It
don't make sense.
Historically, literally, a Klan's country.
I'm also just like, bro, you're from Missouri. Like, what are you talking about? You sound crazy.
That just sounds like somebody that's had money for too long and don't know nothing about nothing no more.
Got money for and has had money for too long and just forgot where he came from.
So, again, I will say, what are we going to do as a culture? Are we going to cancel these people? Or are we just going to act like, you know, it's okay and still support them? Because at the end of the day, I got to keep saying it, man. If we want change as black people, we're going to have to really make some real decisions. And I don't think the majority of us are not about that life, bro. That's why I kind of get irritated, because it's like you kind of feel like you're alone in the battle. It's like, you know, you're not, but you know, in order for us to win this battle, we really needed the numbers. And the sad part is we're not outnumbered, but we are mentally outnumbered, because if we came together mentally, we could collectively take over shit. But we don't realize that. Like, we pick and choose our battles, and a lot of times it gets us nowhere. And then we allow people in our culture to represent us, and then it ends up backfiring on us too. Because, like, even though I say we're not supposed to put people on the platform, unfortunately, man, I hate to be that guy. I've been saying this a lot on the pod. I hate to be that guy for everything, but race changes everything, yo. You know, in certain situations, you don't want to pull a race card, but unfortunately, race changes everything. I believe as a black man, once you put yourself into the world, you have a duty by default because you're black. A lot of people may not have that privilege. I mean, a lot of people may not have that responsibility. You know what I'm saying? It's a privilege for them to go on and not have to worry about the preservation of their people. Us, we have to think like that when we step out. We have to think about that with the way we dress, with the way we present ourselves, with the way we talk. So if you have a platform and you're well known and you become a public figure, you by default have a responsibility. We've had this conversation before, how you was like saying, you know, I'm not a role model, I'm not this, I'm not that, but that's not how that works. You by default have a face now, and you do
you
represent.
just gotta be responsible with your platform and
you're a black
your voice.
person, and you have a face now. It's just what it is. As a black person and with a platform, you by default you have a responsibility, no matter if you want it or not. And it's your choice to actually navigate with that responsibility in a right way. You can do it maliciously. You can do it righteously. But I feel like the problem is we don't want to call out the people that do it maliciously. We want to just like let it slide and then just not let nothing happen. But I feel like if we keep on letting that shit happen, we're gonna keep getting stepped on in every single angle, including our own people. I take it a step further. What's that one movie?
Who's in it?
Lakeith Stanfield, ain't that his name?
Oh, Lakeith Stanfield?
Lakeith Stanfield.
The Sorry to Bother You movie?
No. The Judas and the Black Messiah, I think that's what it's called.
I haven't seen that.
I think that's what it's called.
I haven't seen like a lot of his like one-off movies. Not one. I can't call it one-off
Judas,
movie, but like
Judas
his solo
and,
movies.
Yo, Judas and the Black Messiah.
Yeah.
That should have had you so mad, bro. Because it was our own people that traded us, that sold us out.
That's one where he's in. He's the.
He was basically going against the Black Panthers.
Yes.
Yeah, with the feds. But I'm only bringing that up because we have to look at the things that Snoop did in the same way, yo. And I think the problem is, unfortunately, we don't want to give that same extreme energy, but we have to, because if we don't, we're gonna continue to allow people to basically sabotage what we're trying to do. Now, correct me if I'm wrong.
You're spot on with that.
We gotta start holding people accountable, man. And why should a motherfucker like me that don't have no following, that don't have no clout, no money, say something that makes sense? Why can't somebody with power and understand? Why am I saying this?
That's because when people get power and influence, they get clouded by usually their judgment gets clouded by the fact that they're getting pulled by other influential people to get more power.
But okay, I'm hearing you. But is there not one
and
good
more influence?
Is there not one good person out here in this world with money, bro? Cause I'm starting to feel like everybody be on bullshit. Nobody, I ain't seen not one person with money that really genuinely makes it seem like they're for the people. The only person I feel like, and I don't even know this person, I'm just speaking off ignorance. The only person I feel like that has money that seems chill is Warren Buffett. And I'm just saying off ignorance. He seems like the only one that don't be on bullshit. You don't really hear no bullshit. Everybody else seems like they be on bullshit.
I mean, he just stays out the way for the most part. He also lives in Wyoming where there's not much going on.
Bro, he has a lot of money to do what the fuck he wants. He can do a lot of different things.
Though, he stays out of the way and he stays in the area where there's not a lot of bullshit coming his way.
That's not an excuse, bro.
That's not an excuse. That is a major excuse. If you put yourself in certain environments, you have to deal with less bullshit.
But he chooses.
I know.
But that's what
I'm saying.
He chooses.
He chooses to stay out of the way.
Like, and again, this is me just speaking off ignorance. I don't know if Warren Buffett is
So
a righteous person.
I have no idea what he's doing.
I don't know.
None of us have
man.
any idea what he's doing behind the scenes because he's so in the shadows of what the fuck he does.
But we've heard him speak and we've heard certain things based off his point of views. It doesn't come off malicious when we hear him speak and how he moves. When you look at everybody else looks like no one has like a clean slate. Everybody looks like they have some type of, they done had some dirt on them, basically. Where it doesn't seem like it's all genuine. You don't know for sure. You can't trust these motherfuckers with money. You can't.
No. You can't.
And I don't want to go down a tangent and shit, but it's about to get worse because we really ain't even got into the crazy shit yet.
Nope.
The Snoop and Nelly thing was just the.
And we did have one video to run with this. One more video to run with the Tibe to this real quick, but so I guess I'll show that real quick before we move.
Which one is it?
This one.
Oh yeah.
Nobody gonna perform for Donald Trump, huh?
This is the original
you jigaboo ass
statement.
Niggas gonna be the first one to do it. I'm waiting. I'm gonna roast the fuck out one of you Uncle Tom ass niggas for doing it. Which one of you niggas gonna do it first? I'll be the one that performs for himself.
That's crazy. I mean, this is wild. Like,
so it's like basically, I'm not gonna be first, but hey, I'm still gonna throw my name in the hat. Like the hell, like
Snoop, bro. I'm highly disappointed in you, man. I don't even have nothing else to say. Let's move on. Let's go. Let's move on to the more fuckery. Elon Musk and his bullshit.
Elon.
And for all y'all justifying it, I don't even like having to like. Do you pull up the clip? Did you hear his the umph in it when he did it?
Mm-hmm.
You heard the
Yeah.
It was like, come on, man.
Thank you. This is a Nazi salute.
Bruh,
and I
that
know
shit
this
was
because
hard.
his supporters are saying, no, it's an old
hard
Roman
and aggressive.
salute, which is what the Nazi salute was based on. So, yeah, he's doing a Nazi salute. Let me teach you guys something. In case you're a little too young to remember Trump's first term, this is going to be a common thing because this is exactly what happened in his first term. They would constantly do and say the wrong thing, and then try to gaslight everybody and say that it's not that, it's something else. And then all the supporters start doing that thing ironically and try to say, no, it's the other thing. So that they can easily work it back into daily life. And if you have any doubt about what I'm saying about the gaslighting part, take a look at this news here. Trump is expected to pardon January 6th terrorists. That's very interesting, because up until now, they kept saying it wasn't MAGA. They were saying this was all Antifa or feds. That's so strange. Why would Donald Trump be pardoning the feds or Antifa? That's so strange. It doesn't make sense. And now the guy was us and we're getting away with it. So keep that in mind when he calls this a Roman salute. He's hiling Hitler. And worse than that, as time goes on, he's going to continue to find it funny to troll you about the fact that he hiled Hitler. So before people start hiling Hitler thinking there'll be no consequences, you can try it. I'm not Elon, I'm not Trump, and none of their pretend rules apply here. You heil Hitler, you'll be featured on my page, and everyone you know is going to know about it.
So my thing is, again, because like there's no justification. If you see how aggressive he did it, that should have been a little weird. The man did it so aggressively and straight, like the angle was so hard and stiff.
He did it twice.
Like, bro, come on.
Like he turned
man.
he did it facing the back of the stage. He did it facing the front.
And
like
then
there's no mistake in terms of what he did. Like it's like, yeah, that's very clearly what he was doing.
And now you have reenactment videos of people like reenacting like, what if it were trying to like, well, what if they're trying to like basically like put themselves in his position, like, well, I'm trying to understand how he did it. He could have did that so many ways.
And it's crazy people trying to compare it to other politicians, like very clearly waving at the crowd.
He could have went like this. If it was heartfelt, you could have went like this.
Right.
You could have went like this. You could have just went like this. This man. Okay, look. And my thing is, even if you went like this, you could have went like this and did it slow.
Right.
That hard ass shit, bro. Come on, dog. We not stupid. Or are we though? We are though. We are stupid.
I mean, we not
stupid.
As people, collectively, yes, dumb as hell.
Cause bro, like
individuals, groups, no. But like, I'm just like, what the hell, like.
And then people, and then my thing too, the justification is crazy. Then you got other people saying it's like trying to say they might have been trolling, even if it was trolling. That's not even.
That's not something you troll with.
Yeah, like what is that? Like what?
Make it make sense. You can't.
I'm gonna be bringing race into this whole thing, man. This whole time in this pod. So if you don't like it, fuck you. But as a black man, this shit just looks crazy. And if you are any other race outside of a white man, you should feel. If you're a female, you should fucking feel weird.
Even as a white person that claims to like not be racist, you should feel some type of way about this.
Facts. So I'm also at a place now too where it's like I don't want to cut off people that are in my circle that support Trump, but at the same time, it's like I'm dead ass on some shit. Like if you support this man, you really aren't in line with what I got going on, and you're not worth being in my life for real. It's just the harsh truth. I can't justify people voting for this man. Like and when the whole thing was going on, you had a lot of people in our circle saying this shouldn't ruin friendships. Yeah, it should. It shows the true intent. It's either gonna show your true colors or how ignorant and fucking stupid you are.
It just shows the content of your character as an individual person, like.
Because there's no reason for you to be fucking with this dude. So yeah, that whole thing was scary to see blatantly in front of us on national TV. It's scary, man. I told my mom this morning. No, I said just a reassurance. I said I'm not having any kids. Not having no kids, especially in America. Not bringing no children in this world, man. This shit is insane. But we can go ahead and move along.
Oh yeah, it's the next topic. I guess it's kind of tied to the whole, like Donald Trump like pardoning the whole like January 6th rioters and stuff like that. But he also pardoned the guy who created Silk Road. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with Silk Road or what it was, but it was essentially created in like 2011, 2012-ish. But it was like, how would you describe it? Like like a dark web market?
Black market.
Yeah, dark web, black market type situation where you
Marketplace.
could buy and sell literally any and everything. People were mainly using it to buy and sell and trade illegal drugs. But anyway, this guy creates it and ends up getting caught in I want to say he got caught in 2017, 2016-ish. But anyway, he goes to jail for it. And then just recently he got pardoned by Donald Trump. So just so you know, these are the types of people this man is out here letting out of jail. To give you an idea.
He don't got to pay taxes.
And he's in support of.
I don't know. Whatever, yeah, educate yourselves, get your money, get your passport, try to eat better. Those are the only things I can tell you. I'm gonna say it again, get this money. Don't let anybody tell you that getting money is a bad thing. Because if you can sit around and be passive all you want to. They're getting rid of the middle class, people. There's no more middle class no more. It's rich and poor. So you got to make the decision. Do you want to be poor or do you want to be rich? I'm trying to cry my Ferrari. Fuck them. I don't know how y'all feel, but I'm trying to cry my Ferrari. If I'm gonna be stressed out and hate the world, I'm gonna hate it in style.
That part.
I don't give a fuck. That's where I'm at right now. And I hate to be the sound depressing too, but I ain't asked to be here. So while I'm here, best believe I'm gonna do it my way.
That part.
Straight up.
Yeah, it was Future that said you gonna cry in this. What is it? Crying or what? The son they're crying in the Maybach.
Yeah, right.
You crying in the Camry or something like that.
It's Honda or this Maybach, some shit like that. Yeah. No, the Toyota.
Toyota or the Maybach.
Yeah, the Toyota or the Maybach. Yeah, facts.
I mean, I'd rather cry in the Maybach.
Facts.
Respectfully.
Facts. Do you want to talk about this just to lighten up the mood? Because that shit was kind of funny.
Yeah, we can talk about that.
You can pull up the clip. So we're gonna lighten the mood up, y'all. I know we got deep on y'all. Wasn't trying to do that, but you know, real shit happens in real time. But we're gonna lighten the mood.
We're being told that I don't need to scrub my legs because the soap runs down my body. I remember being told that I didn't need to shower today because we had swam at the lake. I remember being told that shampoo is fine because it runs down, it washes everything. I don't remember being told how to clean my vajussi. I remember being not the only white girl in the army learning how to wash properly from the black girls. And they laughed a little bit too, but they stood with us and taught us with love. My mother-in-law has taught me more about myself than my actual mother did. I'm not gonna laugh at you because you don't understand the context of these messages. It is listen to black women and protect black women till I die.
Yo, so this is hella funny because I've had conversations numerous times. Personally, in my circle, all my white friends claim that they wash and use rags. So I don't know what white people don't do this, but it's a very common thing. And historically, we already know that the Europeans didn't bathe. In fact, a lot of diseases actually came from them fucking animals and this and that. We didn't do that. The Moors came in and showed motherfuckers how to, you know what I'm saying, you know, lather up.
Handing out washcloths in the street.
You know, throw that dirt off your shoulder a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Give them a swag rag.
Get that crud out your eye. You know what I mean? Don't be laying with the pigs. Don't fuck that animal, because that's nasty. You know what I'm saying? So basically, there were certain things that, like, they didn't know. But it's crazy to see how, like, this shit has carried over damn near hundreds, thousands of years almost. Because check this out. We, on episodes ago, we had a clip, too. Remember that clip we showed a while ago? It was the same thing. It was the white people talking about how they don't use washcloths.
Yes.
And it's just like, so I'm asking y'all, audience, people, friends and family, fans, white colleagues and peers, chime in. Let us know. Like, do you use a rag? Because, hell, like...
Do you use a loofah?
I know what I use.
Do you use your hand?
You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, and it's crazy because there's a lot of clips.
Do you use anything?
That ain't the only clip. I got another clip, too. It was a black dude. his girlfriend would basically, it's like a viral thing where it's like couples are going showing clips. It'll be like a white man showing how he bathes versus a black man. So like the chick, the girlfriend was like, "Yo, show him how you bathe." So the black dude's like, "I start doing this first. I do that first. I watch here, I watch there," and he's basically going in order of what he does. And it was just funny because like people be skipping spots. People skip spots, skip steps, and it's just weird because it's like you don't be wanting to watch your ass crack. I mean, you don't want to watch your ass crack?
I do.
I would never skip that.
Got to.
You know what I'm saying? So it was really interesting because that white girl, low key, you gotta give her some props for even going on social media and admitting that.
She was brave for that one.
That is crazy. That is crazy.
I know a lot of people that wouldn't have done that.
That is crazy. I mean, whoa. She said nobody taught her how to wash her pussy. She said nobody taught her how to wash her. They didn't teach her how to wash her.
Her vajussie.
Her vajussie.
A swerve in that corner. Whoa.
That shit crazy. She said, protect black women at all costs.
I agree.
Facts.
I agree. Let's do it.
And she said in the military too. That's, the military world is a whole nother world. So imagine how common that story is.
I mean, they be working out and stuff too. So like you gotta.
And depending on what climate. But yeah, but if I'm
and also depending on where you're stationed or like where you're doing drills and stuff
though. Sometimes they be out, they don't get the bathe.
Sometimes they're in the field for like
Ooh, I know that shit's sour.
Days on end.
Cause with dudes, we get just musty and shit.
Prepping for a battle situation.
I can't imagine what a musty smell like. There's a whole other conversation though. There's actually a whole other conversation to that. But I think we might have to say that for another one. This might be, like they might say, this is a Patreon topic for real. Hey, but no, real shit. There is a whole other topic to spin off of that, but we gonna have to say that for another time. Let's go ahead and get to our last main topic, which is still a serious one, and then we can get out of this because it's on the rise. I'm gonna skip that one and talk about this one right here.
Okay, all right.
So, Earn Your Leisure. Shouts out to Earn Your Leisure. Follow them if y'all haven't. They had posted something a few weeks back saying that about 1/3 of Americans between the ages of 18 and 34 still live with their parents. I'm gonna say that again. About 1/3 of Americans between the ages of 18 and 34 still live with their parents. And me and Ern live in Portland, Oregon, and apparently this is one of the most expensive states in the United States currently. I don't know where it's ranked at. I actually looked that up right now real quick.
It's probably top, I'm going to say 12th. If I had to guess, I'm going to say 12th.
Let's see. I'm checking right now.
Survey says.
My bad. I should have had this information already pulled up. Okay, it's ranked as the 12th. So we're the 12th.
How'd I get that right? I guess too.
Yeah, we're the 12th. It says ranked as the 12th least affordable city.
Yeah, because they try to make us pay art tax and shit like that.
No comment. So,
we got stuff random taxes like that floating around.
Basically, this is an interesting topic for me personally because I'm someone who was homeless for a long time in my life. I also couch surfed for a long time in my life, and I was at a place in my life where I almost didn't think that I would ever be able to afford an apartment on my own. I actually had this fear in life that I used to have this idea that if I get an apartment, I'm gonna be a slave to that apartment, and I'm never gonna be able to get out of it, and basically I will be stuck there. And to an extent, it kind of sort of is like that, but not as extreme as I thought it would be. It's more like if I don't make certain moves, I can allow myself to end up in that situation if I don't make certain moves. But there was always this fear of like, I don't want to get an apartment by myself. I always thought that I had to live with people because I thought that I wouldn't be able to take care of it on my own. So to be here and to have my own place for as long as I have, because Ern knows this is my brother. He's been with me on my journey for the past 8-9 years. I mean, this goes back before I ended up in Portland, because when I was in LA, there was only a few people in my life that I talked to consistently that I would always just stay in contact with, and he was somebody that I always was in contact with, and I didn't have my own. I was literally like figuring it out. So fast forward to 2025, being in a state that's considered to be one of the most expensive, and to actually have our own, and we're doing it no matter what the struggles is, because even if we're struggling, we see homelessness all around us, dude. We see homelessness all around us. We know people that's lost places. So it is a blessing to be able to still be here, because it means that we must be doing something right. And I say that all the time, because there's grown adults that don't have their shit together. And it's like we still, I mean, you look at you, bro, like you got this place and you got all these assets.
I mean, I be having help though. Like, I ain't gonna hold you.
You got this microphone, you got these cameras, this mixer. You have all these things in this one place, and it could be way worse. Like, you could not have it at all. You know what I'm saying? And just to think about how many people don't. And then you also got to think about how many people just lost their homes in the fires in Cali. It's just really, really, really wicked out here. And that number is alarming, because like my sister just moved back in with my parents, and she's younger than me. You know, we know people that are older than us that are still living with their parents. So it's like, it's a real fucking thing. You know what I mean? That's why I said earlier, in the very beginning of the pod, I think goes back full circle. You got to get this money, people. Educate yourself and get this money for real.
Yeah, man, it's funny. I've been talking to my older brother about just like certain creative outlets for him, just like, like ways for him to try and find ways to make money outside of just having a job.
Financial freedom. Financial freedom in my eyes doesn't mean working for somebody.
Nah.
You can't have financial freedom working for somebody.
Not at all.
You can get to financial freedom working for somebody.
And it's funny, even as you say that, it's like since even my last situation, I've kind of changed my whole mindset of just even working with like brands and stuff like that. It's like more so like, I work with this brand. I don't necessarily work for them, even though my checks might be signed by them. Like, fuck it, I work with them.
I always say,
I feel like that's the mindset you kind of got to have to keep yourself from like getting burnt out and kind of played by the system, you know?
I say this in the most respectful, non-malicious way, because I know you know how I feel. And we've talked about this before. I'm glad that shit happened to you. I hate that it happened to you in the way that it did.
Yeah.
But I'm glad it happened to you, because you know how I felt.
Yeah, it was definitely an real eye-opening experience.
I always told him, I was like, bruh, you are better than, you know what you're capable of. You know where you're trying to go. This is not the end all be all for you. And the trajectory of where you were headed, it was bigger than that. So I was like, I was glad for me that happened, for you to be able to see your value and your worth, because I always knew your value and your worth. And I always felt like I'm not gonna say that company held you back. Companies can hold you back, or companies can sometimes
propel you, but
like,
I feel like for the most time, more oftentimes than not, people that find themselves people that have like any type of creative bone or spirit in their body, when they go into the corporate ecosystem, usually find themselves
bound.
Yes,
and have to play some type of game,
bound and playing games they don't want to play, and unfulfilled by the work that they're doing for the system they're doing the work for.
So, and just knowing how when you got me out here, you was like, yo, I want to start a pod and all those things, like.
I mean, I wanted to start the pod before you got out here.
Well, even that proves my point even more. Like, is that you had a vision already set in place that was beyond the position that they could give you.
And I feel like that's always kind of been the issue I've always ran into within corporate, is not necessarily having the people around. Like, I mean, the people they exist in the ecosystem, but they're not necessarily around me within the ecosystem for me to kind of like tap into and connect with, for example, if that makes sense. Like, so obviously, like, you know, they say people that you work for can make or break your experience. So it's like more important. It's so important for you to find people outside of the people that you might work for within that ecosystem that can help guide you and help you navigate through the spaces that you're trying to navigate through. If that makes sense.
I agree.
Because like, it's not going to be a guarantee that your immediate director is going to have your best interest as much as you would like.
I will say
it's
this.
Not the case for everyone.
I wanted to touch up on this more too, because if it wasn't for me having the strong friends and family connections that I had, I would not be here today where I'm at, literally on this couch. So it does go back full circle with the conversation of like people moving back in with their parents, because I've been able to stay away from my parents' house because of my friends and family helping me out and looking after me. People like you. Shout out to my cousin Jazz. Shout out to my aunt Crystal. Shit, even my mom and dad, because even though me and my parents don't get along, well, we get along now, but there was a time where I couldn't stay with them because we didn't see eye to eye. But they still were always there, you know what I mean? But I knew I couldn't go back to them. But I actually had people and friends that gave me the resources and things I needed to help me out when I didn't have shit. Shout out to Carlos. I haven't talked to Carlos in a long time. That's somebody that literally gave me a computer when I was in LA and didn't have shit. That computer literally helped me in my career to get where I'm at right now. Like, I didn't have a computer. He gave me a computer. I was sleeping on couches. You know what I'm saying? When I went back home to North Carolina, I literally left because I was so down bad and sleeping on couch surfing and not having a job. I had to like suck up my pride and go back home. And when Ern hit me up, he was staying in an apartment, was just like, yo, come out here. We'll figure it out. He took a chance on me. And so I easily could have been in a situation where I had to go back to my parents. The only difference between me and other people is that I'm one of those people, I'm like a do or die type of motherfucker. And like I said, because me and my parents didn't get along, I knew I couldn't go back. So like I had to figure out a way to like, to get my shit together. And when, like I said, when Ern was like, come out here, it was the perfect time. And we came out, and I came out here, and like I just made things happen for myself. But ultimately, even when we had to move, the apartment that I got was actually an apartment that I skipped over and didn't even want, and ended up getting the apartment because of some do or die situation. It was like, you remember what happened? I'm not gonna get into detail, but there was some shit where basically I was supposed to move out with somebody. They was on some bullshit. They kind of put me under the dust, and I ended up having to try to figure out last minute where I was gonna stay. I had no place to stay. So I was kind of floating around at friend's house for like a few days or whatever. And then my mom actually ended up finding the apartment that I basically didn't want the first time. Now, I'm bringing all this up to say that because this apartment I didn't want, because in my eyes, I was a person that didn't have a lot of money. And I'm thinking I didn't want to be in a situation where I get an apartment and couldn't afford it. Now, what's crazy about this is, y'all got to realize, I'm coming out here with no money. So I really am broke for real. So every dollar counts. So in my eyes, $850 a month is expensive as fuck. Coming from where I'm from, where $500 to $600 to maybe $700 a month is doable for a decent one-bedroom apartment. Now it's going from that to $850 for a 400 square foot apartment. That's a box. So in my eyes, I was already like, man, I don't want to be in this position. I already don't have the money. That ended up being the best situation for me. Because guess what? That apartment that I was in that started at $850 is now $1,100 a month. And I'm on month to month. That bitch gonna keep going up. So all that to just be in the situation where I'm at and still be able to stay afloat, it says a lot, because I've been through a lot. And there's a lot of people in the same position that probably work harder than me and work jobs that make more than me, and they still struggling. So it's just crazy to be in a position that we in. And even with you saying that you was getting help, there was times where you wasn't getting help and you still was making it work. And like I said, there's people that have jobs that work way more than us, they got way more money than us, and still struggling.
Yeah, so I gotta, like, speaking of that, I gotta give a huge shout out to my dad for real, and my mom for, like, you know, helping me out throughout this whole time, troubling ass time frame. But hopefully that will change within the next, I don't know, couple weeks or so. Hopefully.
And same thing with you too. I gotta shout you out again too, because we always look after each other. Anybody that knows me, if you fuck with me, I'm there for you, and I'm one of those like friends that's like, I'm assertive. I be on your ass. I like will sharpen your sword. I will keep it 100 with you. I ain't gonna sugarcoat, but also like I'm gonna look out when I can, and that's what Ern do too. So it's like we really do make sure we straight whenever we in need, and you got to. I'm really bringing all this up to say that, like, if you are in a time where you're in a financial bind, it may be the best time to link up with friends that you trust and try to build something together, especially in today's time where it's harder to survive on your own.
Especially if y'all creative as well, like creative.
I've been trying to convince this dude to move out again and get a spot. I was like, bro, we need to move out and get a spot and get a better situation. Because at the end of the day, like, moving in with people is not necessarily the move, depending on the situation. It ain't for everybody. I don't necessarily want to live with people for the rest of my life, but you got to be strategic. And if that means you can save some money, why not do it? It's either that or go move back in with mom and dad. And mom and dad got rules. I don't know how y'all mom and dad was, but my mom and dad, I got to go to church on Sundays. And if I don't go to church on Sundays, best believe I'm going to hear about it. I'm going to have to deal with that some type of way. So you just pick and choose your battles. But to know that motherfuckers is moving back in with their parents and we still here making this shit work, like I said, we got to be doing something right. Got to be. What's your take?
I mean, shit. I'm just like, damn, like, it's really, really, I mean, I know plenty of people out here that have been like, yo, like, I'm about to go back to the crib. Like, especially during COVID was a thing. People were like, yo, like, I'm not going into the office. I'm basically just sitting in my apartment, spending hella bread on rent. Like, I remember, I wanted to go back home for a hot second during COVID. But I was like, you know, my parents' situation, they was like, yo, like, nah, you can't come home if you want to. Like,
it's doing too much
stuck.
Anyway.
Right. But it's just like, it makes sense. If you can do it and you still have a job and save some bread to save, yeah, I would say go home for a little bit, especially if you live in the same city, if your parents live in the same city that you work in.
And if your parents is letting you do that too.
Yeah, and if your parents are willing to let you do that, then hell yeah, it makes sense to do it. Why not? It's not like we have the ability to get a house for like $30,000 like our parents did back in the day.
Facts.
Like, that's unheard of now. That's not happening.
Facts.
The only way you're going to be able to do that is if you go back home and save up pretty much a couple years worth of paychecks.
I'm pretty much
to be able to afford putting a down payment down on the house. But then even after you do that, you got to be able to afford the upkeep of the house.
So look, I'm gonna tell the world, I'm not ashamed. I put myself in a position I'm in based off where I want to go in life. So I gotta sleep in the bed that I make. Everything has a sacrifice. My decisions are my decisions. So I end up where I'm at because of my decisions. But I can safely say that, like, man, he just said I just had my birthday. I'm 32. I've only had one spot by myself on my own, like, for one time. This is the first time ever. I never had a spot on my own. I've been living at my spot on my own for like what? How long I've been in that spot? Maybe like, it's been 5 years, maybe.
Yeah, no.
So I don't had a spot on my own for 5 years. I want people to know this because I'm 32 now, and it took me almost 15 years to literally get a spot on my own to where I can actually pay for it on my own. And I'm still like, I'm not gonna say I'm struggling, but like I'm basically I got what I got, and that's it for right now.
I mean, I didn't live on my own until this was the first time I ever lived on my own was out here in Portland.
You know, and he had a career job.
And I've always just had roommates.
Me too.
Like, so it was like, this is the first time I've ever experienced living on my own. Had roommates in college, had roommates post-grad, like.
And to be honest with you, all my living situations with friends has always been good. I never had bad situations living with people because I only surround myself around people that I really fuck with and trust. I don't ever put myself in a situation, I see red flags early. I would never move in somebody that I know I'm not going to really vibe with. If I feel like I'm going to vibe with you, I take the risk. I've never had a bad situation moving in with the people that I moved in with. It's always been love. We've always helped each other grow. So again, I feel like if y'all can figure out that, I say do it, man, because yeah, moving back in with the parents, if you got to do it, do it. But if you can help it, try not to do that shit and move in with people that you can grow and build with and get to the bag with. Because that's another thing too. A lot of times you moving back with your parents, they just giving you the place to stay so you can stack up your bread. I'd rather move in with people that are just like me with same mindset because we can both grow and put our minds together to get to a bigger bag. Your parents probably ain't gonna help you get to the bigger bag necessarily. They just gonna give you the roof over your head.
Yeah, they'll provide you like the place to.
And then that's temporary anyway. Cause
yeah, I was gonna say, but even then, you still not gonna really be able to potentially get all your shit off because it's not your space. So it's like you can really only do what your parents will allow you to do in their house.
No matter how grown you is.
That part.
And like I said, I don't know how y'all parents is. My parents, man, they set the alarm at a certain time and go to bed at a certain time. If you're not in at this time, you can't even come in. Like, that's that type of shit. They don't care how old you is. So it's like, I don't know. Everybody's situation different. I can't go back. I ain't got no choice. I gotta figure it out.
But yeah, it's getting wicked out here.
It is, man. Let's go ahead and move on into the jam sesh, man.
Yeah, we about to hop into I guess this music video portion of the podcast.
I think this might have been the most serious pod I've had in a while.
All right, so the first music video of this session.
Excuse me.
You good? So the first music video is by an artist named Yonny, and it's called Hood
It
Spirituals.
might be
Yonny?
That sounds way more than realist. Like
Yonny?
Yonny sounds more right.
All right.
Correct
Yonny.
us if we were wrong, Yonny.
Yeah. Yonny, Hood Spirituals. Let's see, it might be that. It's not.
Audio?
Cut it up first.
It's a vibe.
I tell a rapper different. I give a peace of mind. I tell them all the time. They should have seen the signs. I give them all the rhymes. They wanna who to know. I hit it on the nose. These niggas don't know. These niggas don't know. These niggas don't know. These niggas don't know.
Got a good voice.
These niggas don't know. These niggas don't know. These niggas don't know. These niggas don't know. I tell a rapper different. I tell him. I give a rapper business. I tell him. Ooh, I give him all the business. Yonny in a new gear like I was whipping stick shit. Like, hold up and watch this. Gladiator inside of a glass house. Do the how these niggas moving? I'm liable to spaz out. Treat that crew from concrete and he finally branched out.
He lost his head.
Nigga, Yonny gon' make it out.
Yonny.
Great.
I lost my head. I spent some time. Early rise, a setting sun. Running through you like diesel locomotive. I barely show it when I show it, but you don't win. It's Jehovah. My cup has been running over. You niggas sold your soul and got you a purple heart. All for the pot of gold. I knew it from the start. I hit it on the nose. These niggas don't know. 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 Look in my eyes. I feel inspired. You can't deny. I feel alive. Look in my eyes. I feel inspired. You can't deny. I feel alive. 20,000 inside of arena. 50,000 on top of the bleach. Man, that ain't shit. Competition Friday.
It's a cool scene.
I ain't been outside yet. I've been meditating with Buddhists and thugs alike. Look, it's a metamorphosis. You can tell by the choruses. We flying off the portraits. Ain't no point in ignoring us. FTLA historical numbers who treat you niggas like some pussies. You ain't finna push me. You ain't finna. My emotions ebb and flow.
It's a smooth track,
Right. I did not try. I gave you all I had and then some more. Disagree, you a goddamn lie. I'm etching my name in stone for
You know how we do, people. We stay on that new shit. We always gonna find some gems you ain't heard.
I wonder who the band is in the back.
I promise one day I'm the nigga that they gon' know now. These niggas don't know. 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 These niggas don't know.
Yeah, no, it's a cool video.
Right.
Even down to the color palette.
That's fire. I fuck with that. Shout out to Yonny, man. I fuck with you, bro.
Yeah, no, that was
Smooth
a cool
little
video.
joint.
All right, let me see what the next one was in this rotation. Oh, this one. Okay. This one. All right, so the next song in this playlist not really playlist, I guess, music video lineup, but also playlist, is by an artist named Rico, and it's called Bulldog.
Yo, in a mixer, or bad girls and rum in a drink up, medication when the weed I don't sniff off. Close my eyes and a big plane lifts off. I read a couple pages and I drift off, flirting
going international with this one.
Visuals is nice on this too with the color palette.
Right.
Righteousness is what we get rich from this song. Yeah, I know this, I gotta roll this one tight, control it, or I phone it.
We gotta do some music videos this year.
Or I could be alone in the darkness, in the marshes, garden, in the ditches, in the limelight, in the darkness, in the marshes, garden, in the ditches, in the limelight.
I was thinking you in the back with the drum was playing the drum for a minute. I was like, oh, that'd be a fire transition.
I like that beanie.
Like that shirt, the striped shirt.
Using me, so I call up the user, call to a girl on computer. The Wi-Fi's nice and smoother. GTA. Yeah, making magic with girls, Italian, Spanish. Never had serum, never had massive. And I got bass lines on rapid, loving it, not rubbing it. I stay humble and I keep doubling. Bulldog, wanna be a bulldog, wanna be a bulldog, finna be a bulldog, bulldog, if you want a bulldog, finna be a bulldog, gotta be a bulldog, I'm a ball man, gotta be a bulldog.
Yeah, nice little bop.
Right.
Bulldog, say wanna be a lend me a fiver, I'll get a shot cause I'm really hyper. Bar in a room, bar in a cypher. Large in a room, crowd getting hyper. I got another line, dog. Bigger than you and all your 9 bars. Bigger than girls and all your nice cars. I had an Audi when you went hard. Had to let go, yeah, when you took hard. Work smart and hard. Take things slow, don't let it come fast. Word to P, word to the author. Baggy shorts when I'm in a courtyard. Wavy strip when I got a look hard. I wish I had a push start, but when I was there, yeah, I had a good bar. When I make on music flows for the stage and dancer. When I make on for the music flows for the stage and dancer. When I make on for the music flows for the stage and dancer. And if you need me, there'll be a day at last. When I make on music flows for the stage and dancer. When I make on for the music flows for the stage and dancer. When I make on for the music flows for the stage and dancer. And if you need me, there'll be a day at last. Bulldog, wanna be a bulldog, wanna be a bulldog, wanna be a bulldog, bulldog, if you want a bulldog, wanna be a bulldog, gotta be a bulldog, if you want a bulldog, if you want a bulldog, bulldog, say wanna be a, you wanna lie, man, gotta be a bulldog.
Whoever produced this, snap.
Smooth shit. Boom.
And they ride out too? Boom. I was gonna say boom again. I was ready for it to say boom again. All right, that was Rico Bulldog. The last and final track of this is Max Free, and it's called Game Time.
I'm supposed to be the franchise player, and we're in here talking about practice. I mean, listen, we're talking about practice. Not a game, not a game, not a game. We're talking about practice.
This is shit they want, right? Right. Ride with me. Just vibe with me. Catch a little groove real quick. I want everything and nothing at the same time. I deserve the world, but I could give a fuck about a woman that ain't mine. I'm here for tonight, but when the sun come up, I'm moving like Wayne Perry, cause I'm stepping in daytime. The shit I hear through the grapevine is not even worth the dressing. It's not even waste time. These niggas is waste, man. These bitches for playtime. These niggas throwing stones or shoot the rock if it's game time. I'm on timing. I feel like Paul Simon. Bridge over troubled water. I cross to the other side. Get all my dividends and take it some other side. The fly to Trinidad like we going carnival and build me a house there. Somewhere out countryside. They tell me I'm out there. I'm crazy, that's no lie. But you can't expect this type
kind of remind me of my homie Maul from back home.
More to hide, to clarify, the most high. Shit, it's game time. Nigga, it's game time. From the top of the key for 3, free. It's game time. You knew that? Look. 5-star dishes, food for thought, bitches. I mean, the shit is the lifestyle that
I
most
bet
can't
this shit is fucking ridiculous, right?
Pop shit like a nigga can't
Fucking
stop
ridiculous.
From
that Kanye track,
right? The pop a bottle for all the niggas that can't get in, never
What's
needed
the name of
to
that
fit
song?
in. I knew I was the shit when I was in the back seat.
I'm
My
so
uncle's
appalled.
expedition.
I was like, I thought about it for a
2006
second. I was like, nah,
when
it's
the
so
nigga was
appalled.
only 5, but already was on a mission. I never wanted to be a regular nigga. I told my mama when I was still a pickin'. Now she see the vision. Her baby on HBO with his niggas send the invoice to Interscope. They send a wire through like I'm Idris. String a bell, name ring a bells, pull away the tip of scales. Hit her once, you wanna kiss the tail. Wish her well, wish a nigga would, we gon' give him hell. Keep talking all that shit, I hope you know what that entail. That's a 40 pieces, buckets raining everywhere. It's game time, you know I'm a starter, but I don't play at the same time. I'm cooking like harder, but in the clutch I'm on Dame time. I'm faded like Kobe, I dominate like Wade Bron. The game like Golden State, it's scary when we align. It's game time, pussy.
Alright, that was Game Time by Max Free.
Don't say we don't give y'all no heat because we stay with it.
That part.
Videos, and we about to give y'all some tunes that y'all can take home with you too. So if you don't want to look at shit, you can fucking just throw them shits on and play that.
That part. Now we about to hop into the actual Jam Sesh, where we actually share y'all just, audio music to listen to and rock with. And if you rock with it, hit the link in the description to access the playlist. It's on Spotify and Apple Music. You got what you need. You gotta tap in with us respectfully. All right. So
let's get into it.
Let's get into it. All right, first song up tonight is by Abstract Tribe Unique, and it's called Just Like Akira.
Projections from LA to SF.
Shouts out to Tim. Shouts out
the Butterfly,
DJ Soul,
the Lion King,
for putting me onto this track.
To Phoenix and Orion,
schooling me on some shit.
Information Highway. Minister of Information.
I heard this song while having a conversation and literally stopped dead in the conversation. I was like, what is this? Because I kept hearing them like, yo, this shit's catchy. This is different.
A mission of information. Our position in the future. Just like a
shout out to our music videos today, not having me ads either.
Facts. I
ain't noticed until we was like, man, all right, hopefully we get ads. We got ads.
And you can see the future clearer, like Akira. Like Akira, wish I could show you everything you'll go through. Unlearn what was told you, struggle though you hold true. He who knows it feels it, Lord. What's not real is ignored. We meditate. I can sit down and be elevated. Speak Ebonics and translate it. Cause I can
speak Ebonics and translate it.
It is coming nearer. This is the era. Check your mirror, just like
hey, it's crazy because this song low key is
and I can see the future clearer.
All the shit I was just talking about on the pod, this song is perfect to wrap it up if you listen to the lyrics.
Look through my mirror, and you can see the future clearer, like Akira. Like Akira, this is our time now. Look at the spread of the rhyme style, but we're still here somehow. Still got shows that'll rock the crowd. He who views it and hears the music pursues it, and the rules it takes to break are not easily broken. Make the tapes and keep holding the mic. Shake the fakes and keep rolling the dice. Don't you fall for foolish game. The wolf gets called you by your name. Don't forget from where you came, just to get the money and the fame. Check your mirror.
Snoop.
You can see the end is nearer.
Don't forget where you came, just for the money and the fame.
This is the era, just like Akira.
Akira.
And I can see the future clearer, like Akira. Like Akira. Look through my mirror.
Through my mirror.
And you can see the future clearer.
I can see
like
it.
Akira. Like Akira. Akira. Just like Akira.
A little something different. is nearer.
Just like Akira, and I can see the future clearer. Like Akira, pass me, make to you. Think tank, ocean flow, haiku, project glow. We true, kick it all day, every day. Through the day, through the night.
Just like Akira.
See the future clearer.
Like Akira. Just like Akira. Just like Akira. You ride out too?
See the future clearer.
Like Akira. All right, the next song in this playlist is by Ill Conscious and Jadis. The Jadis? It's called The Testament.
That's the track, right?
Turn to the Savior, blessed. Yes, it's the holiest scriptures like the New Testament, right? And it's like the book of Thessalonians, tuned to the authentic. No matter what episode of this, niggas is pump faking and gas with the best petroleum. Peace to the king, speak to those needing the sting, peeping the scheme, empathize with the shooters, flinging the scene. Sun is in my jeans clean, my steeds are pristine. I was conceived on 1550 McKean, rocking Saucony's older guards was popping the chromie. Before the raw was synonymous with the rock and jabroni. No rocks to the rollies playing Tekken alive on the Sony. Before the thoughts arrived to trying to dive in the Yonny. Pops was a user, got it popping like Lollapalooza. Before I rocked the fronts that I copped from the jeweler. Chewing bazookas while the thugs on the blocks with the Rugas. Truly my generation, the first fluent in using computers. Never had Disneyland plans. My grandma the greatest, but she returned to the essence before the kidney transplant. Took a sickness for granted through stress and the CAT scans. Dialysis every day, never thought it was that bad. Yeah. And I don't mean to get sentimental, but real shit, my son died up in that hospital. My thoughts projected that God was deceptive, had my heart affected, cause he placed that infection inside the small intestines. Niggas see me, the man with the lingo, thinking my life is dancing flamingos in San Domingo. The Mandingo, never jamming, lacking the dingo, like Pablo and Gustavo, busting caps at the gringos.
In my physical, I can't express through song. I can't express through song. In my physical, I can't express through song. I can't express through song.
All right, that was The Testament by Ill Conscious and the Jadis. DJ Jadis. That's what we're going to call it. Anyway, next song is LA Times, and it's by XP the Marxman, Phonk P, and NugLife.
Smashing on the west side, I rest where the best lie. Land of the best lie, double with French fries. The best rhymes my pen scribes, gangster in my enzymes. Money like it's Ern1, that G shit we been on. Filling up my blunt with this shit these rappers want. I'm filling up my cup with this shit that make them run. I'm waving bye to the sun, cause it sets on my side. Me, Nug, and Phonk stay connected like Voltron. At dawn with the Louis on, make them conversate with God. Can't deal with no foolish pawns, we live in large. Head up in the clouds, 10 toes on concrete. We stayed down till we came up on my street. Looking up to pimps, drug sales, and robberies. If shit came up, we handle beef like Rocky. We the shit, ain't no need to be cocky. You ain't never cop airbrush from the swap meet. We top fleet.
You're on top now, Bulldog.
Game is strong.
Okay. Hey, I touch stones like a motion picture. This gang shit, I talk about it vivid. White folks, they living. Filet mignon and lemon pepper, some exquisite. Scotty Pippen with the pivot. Yo, bitch attended. All pun intended to the zeros. J-cats and weirdos. Off brands who fear those. Fucking over they heroes. Gift the giving me had it since elementary. Passionate rapping came further after the rapture. Orderly fashion. Beat funkin' on rose grass. This that part
a lot of people don't even really be like.
I'm fucking proud when I bang. We off for the chain.
It's like not a crazy bar, but it's like. I feel like you gotta be kind of like somewhat of like a nerd to even really pay attention to Touchstone. Like you've seen it so many times, but you never really probably paid attention to like. You see it on movies, but you don't like keep that to like know it.
Yeah, take it and give it to your sister.
So I fuck with that.
Hey, look, I told you about that. I don't want to ever hear you saying that again. Okay, but you can be a lawyer, you can be a doctor, you can be anything you want to be. But I won't ever hear you saying you want to be like me, okay?
I don't ever want to hear you say you want to be like me.
Never. All right, the next song in this playlist is by Vaughn Mason and Butch Dayo, and it's called Feel My Love.
How long is this song? It's kind of like a long one.
It's like 5 minutes and some change.
It's an old song. I can always tell when it's gonna be like a 5-6 minute track.
Ride the wave.
It's a vibe.
Wait till they start talking on the track.
Do you wanna feel my love? Do you wanna feel my love? Do you wanna feel my love? Do you wanna feel my love?
She would have had to dance with moving back in the day. I know it would. In the club rocking. Harmonica. Like, when did they decide they was gonna cut the track off on for somebody back in the day? Like, that's my question.
But you know the songs went for like 12 minutes.
I know, that's why I'm like, you know, they got an extended version of this too. They're probably longer than that. Never been released.
Facts.
The next song is by Lojii and Swarvy, and it's called Kurb Talk.
Yeah. Word. Live from the curb. 215, you heard? Swarvy. Yeah. I don't know if they listening, B. For real. Checking in from where they say, pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Meanwhile, you better keep it strapped where your boots at. Life wasn't always all of this. I was laid back, scheming, Illmatic on cassette. Front to back on blast, I never hit eject. I was still young, still dreaming in some respect. Nowadays, feeling like a war vet. And will I see another 24 more or less? I reflect on days with Mad Lib and Dilla tapes. Ghost face, dub place, purple haze. Washing belly, soul plane, rolling J's. The stack bundles, Max B had us on the wave. When I die, throw my ashes in the sound waves. Let them carry me away until I'm free. That's all I'm out to be while I'm living, though. Moving like a rebel in fatigues, getting spiritual. With the spirit of the analog and digital. Heads ain't listening, no, I'm just defined different. Beyond prison, get scientific. Rhyme ripping, from streets is crime ridden. Divine diction and non-fiction, Make your moms listen.
All right.
That was it?
Yeah. It's that short.
That went by fast as hell.
It did. It was a quick one. The next and final song for tonight is by G3, Gelo, and it's called Tweaker. Hopefully I don't get flagged for this. Get them shoulders working. Them shoulders working.
Watch out your shoulder, nigga.
Them shoulders working.
I might swerve in that corner, whoa. Bitch, hold on tight, cause I tweaking this bitch, start letting shit go. And I heard that she wanna show me who she be, I'm kinda fucking with it, show me some more. Bitch, we tatted head to toe, could give a fuck the story wrote. You wanna tweak it up with me, and I'ma show you how that go. Like the money in my pockets blow. They having convos about me, these pussy niggas don't know. Tell me what they talking about. I ain't fucking listening. Let your thoughts run your mouth. But ain't touching dividends, nigga. I ain't from the south, but kick it with my Memphis twins. Nigga, I can't take a loss. I'm always going for the win. I've been geeked up in this booth. I got my blunt pack for the starter. Nigga, don't be acting new. They put some hoes all through your body. I'm like, all the hoes is cool. Let them in if that shit water. See a nigga acting bothered. Got my green light to red dot. If you spot me, ho, I'm sorry. I can't take you, ain't getting all that. Look like your nigga want smoke. But we gon' do this shit regardless. And I started from the bottom just like you, but I was harder. I came up a fucking soldier. Nigga, shout out to my father. He made sure I make it farther. My trust in God, blocks and dollars. I might swerve in that corner, whoa. Bitch, hold on tight, cause I tweaking this bitch, I letting shit go. And I heard that she wanna show me who she be, I'm kinda fucking with it, show me some more. Bitch, we
in case y'all missed the message for the playlist, I know it comes in a little fast, but you know.
Should've got that cover, should've got Freako Rico to do the cover, but I get it, they did it in-house.
They having combos about me, these pussy niggas don't know. With my evil twin, all black hoodies, we hit the streets again. He don't like attention, he'll tweak and get the reaping shit. With your ass is fat, we drove the whole way in a demon, bitch. He'll pop out, won't think twice and make you Greek to switch. Is you sure you wanna meet that bitch? If I see ill intentions, we'll make sure you get the bleeding clean. All they out there with the whole damn game being some rocket shit. Pull up to the scene, my best advice is to hide your bitch. I can see the lies all on your faces, cause your eyes are twitched. The black ski mask all on our fucking faces, be disguising shit. I'ma have my way with your baby, you wanna cry and shit. Rest my Glock against her fucking waist, I got some powder lit. She my bitch, not my apology. I might story, no enemies, you rap with me, then rap with me. But I'ma keep it real, she lost respect when you said follow me. I might swerve in that corner, whoa. Bitch, hold on tight, cause I tweaking this bitch, I letting shit go. And I heard that she wanna show me who she be, I'm kinda fucking with it, show me some more. Bitch, we tatted head to toe, could give a fuck the story wrote. You wanna tweak it up with me, and I'ma show you how to go. Like the money in my pocket.
No. No. I don't know.
Whew.
All right, y'all.
Episode 54.
Story was wrote.
Exactly.
So 54. All right, y'all.
Y'all know what to do.
You know, y'all like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, all that. We will catch y'all later. It's been real. Peace.
Holla.